faces. We see it all in a world non-complacent. I'm not the one to be whining or complaining. Just need some shelter from this lightning and raining. I feel a trickle in my chest, I think I'm dying. I hear a stick breaking the woods, my demons crying. I could dream of bigger things, my cup of tea could grow some wings and fly away into finer things. Or is it all just made up?
Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to the live stream. Today we're going to be doing a flight in the JustFlight 146-300 Professional. Today we're going to be doing a cargo flight from Brisbane down to Sydney. We have the aircraft ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and do a cold and dark startup just because this is a new aircraft, and if you guys want to kind of learn how to fly this aircraft, maybe this stream can help you out. On a side note, we have the 737 releasing on Monday next week, which is really exciting. I am planning to stream that next weekend, since that's obviously when I'll be off from school from next week, and I'll be able to stream it then. But I'll probably be able to do some flights with it during the week as well. But anyway, so we're gonna get started in the BAE 146 here. Um, we're gonna go ahead and head into the cockpit right now, and we'll get it fired up. And remember, guys, if you do happen to enjoy my streams, my cinematics, anything like that, please consider subscribing to the channel. We'll greatly appreciate it, and also to join my Discord server below for any updates or anything I would like to share. Alright, so we're in the aircraft right now. We can actually hear the ground power unit right out there, so it actually, you can kind of hear the echoing sound in here, which is quite cool. Here's a look at the EFB. It's a pretty cool feature of the aircraft. Let me show you some of the stuff you can do. So you got OFP. You can basically import your Simbi flight plan, and you can kind of view it from here, you know, your whole OFP and everything like that, and see a whole summary right here. You have a map section where you can kind of view the map of where you're at, which is quite cool. You can link your Navigraph charts in here if you want to. I'm just gonna use the Microsoft Flight Sim toolbar for Navigraph charts. Either or is fine. This is the aircrafts page. Basically, you can control ground operations here. You know, open the doors, connect shocks, ground power units, stairs, stuff like that. You have states as well. You can like load into a cold and dark state, ready for takeoff or turnaround, something like that. Obviously, we're through a cold and dark startup, as we said today. We also have announcements on the flight. Not many, but it's kind of basic to where, you know, seats for takeoff, landing, and kind of door announcements, kind of like that. Here we have our weights. This is how you set up the weights for the aircraft. The easiest way I like setting up the weights is using the zero fuel weight section here. Basically, you can actually set that up right now. If we go into our OFP page here, you guys can't see it, but if we go into our OFP page here in SimBrief, you're not gonna be able to see it, but we have a ZFW down here, and we have it set for 33.0. So we can just input 33.0 in here. So we gotta remove all those numbers there, 33, and then that's it. That's kind of the rest. Click enter, and it's gonna change all of our. It should enter. Try it again. There we are. So as you can see, we have all of our fuel now set for zero fuel weight. We can make sure our fuel is set to what we want it at. Yeah, we have about what we want, 7.5. We are close enough. Cargo looks good as well, so we are good to go with our weight and loading for the aircraft. We're going to go ahead and now get started. So let's just head to the airport charts just to have that prepped and ready to go. And we are using Orbic scenery for Brisbane, for Brisbane Airport, the city, and Sydney cityscape, so the city for Sydney as well. The airport Sydney for Sydney, I'm using just the default Asobo handcrafted airport, not the Flight Tampa one. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So in the overhead panel here, we want to go ahead and start up both batteries. So click those on. You hear the bell and you hear everything boot to life. Very nice. We can go ahead and do a couple of checks. We have make sure the gear lever is down, which it is. We have 3 green lights, so gear is down and locked. Flaps are up, and we can verify the flap lever is up. Spoilers are up. We can go ahead and now connect to the ground power unit. So all you want to do is since we have it connected via the EFB, you want to just click this to the on position, and now you'll see everything firing up. Pretty much right there. Very nice. Alright, I'm just gonna pull up real quick the stream on my phone just so I can view chats, just to make it kind of easy for me as we go along here. So let me go ahead and do that. Actually, you know what? I do have a better idea of how I can view the chats. I'm gonna quickly grab my laptop, and I can just put it to the side and just have that as a chat viewer, you know, just being creative. I'll be right back. Just stay with me, guys. I'll be right back. Alright everyone, I'm back and I got the my laptop here on the side. I'll be looking through here. If we get any chats during the stream, I'll be able to view and port them out to you guys. Let me go ahead and just 1 second. Okay, we're good to go. Alright, looks like someone has just entered the live stream. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. We are currently starting our setup of the BAE 146 cargo from Brisbane to Sydney. Alright, so we got the ground power unit connected. What we'll go ahead and do now, we can go ahead and check the battery voltage. So if we can flip the volt/amp switch, and we can see we have way more than 20, I think it's like 23, 27% you want to be more of over, and we are over in both batteries, so we are good on that end. We can go ahead and get our generators armed. Very nice. can also get the bus ties and standby gens to the armed and on position as well. We'll go ahead and we can bring the ice detect switch to the on position, and there's a guard, so just letting you know there. We're gonna go ahead and start setting up our EFB, setting up our whole flight plan, getting ready to go out of here. So to do that, what you want to do to be able to get all this stuff turned on, if you look at the top here, you see we have right now you see we have lift spoilers. You want to make sure we turn on yellow and green. We turn the ground ignition to A, and we turn our yaw damper master 1 and 2 autopilot master and both of our avionic masters to the on position. That's gonna boot everything up here. As you can see, we got no flags now showing, and we got our autopilot panel all unflagged, so that is good. We are not flying on VATSIM today, as I'm still trying to get used to this aircraft. I've only done some flights in it. I want to do quite a bit of flights till I get used to this plane, and then we'll maybe resort to VATSIM with this plane. But obviously, you know, the 737, I have a lot of experience with it, so we can do a VATSIM flight with that on release. Well, not on the release date, obviously I'll do the weekend because I got school. But now we're gonna work on the FMS right now. Sorry about that. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. Just my parents being very loud. Alright, let's go ahead. Go ahead and set this up. So we'll go ahead and go to set up our flight plan. So to do this, we can actually import our flight plan from Simbri. So if we go to the index page, go to next, and go to SimBrief import, it will say load, flight plan, add, it's gonna add everything. There we go, click execute. Our flight plan is imported. We can go ahead, go to the departure and arrival and set this up. We go to here. You won't be able to see this when I'm pulling up my OFP. We're departing by this saying 1 departure. Right here. Click execute. Let's go back. Let's click arrival. Let's go to our ILS, which is going to be 34 left. I'm sorry guys if you hear a lot of noise in the background. My parents do fight a lot. You know, that's parents. A lot of background noise, so I apologize if you do hear that. As we know, we are going through some time, if you see on Discord. My latest post I did maybe like an hour ago. So we are departing via the, or no, not departing, but we're arriving via the Bor 3 Alpha Star arrival. That's gonna be up here. We can go ahead and click execute there. We'll go to our Lex page. We'll check for any discontinuities or anything we gotta remove. One right here, we can fix that. We'll execute it once we check through everything. We got a vector right there, so we can fix that. And discontinuity. Actually, to make it easier, we can just click this and move it over the discontinuity, remove the discontinuity and the vector. And we can make sure that's it. Yep, that's everything. We can click execute. Our flight plan is now done. We can turn on our map here so we can see our outer airports and everything we want down there. We can put this range to about 25. That's what I like. Normally I keep it around 25. It just gives you a general idea of the airports around. What we can go ahead and do now is we can go ahead and set up our altimeter for the flight, and that's gonna be, I'm just doing a command. 1 second. That's gonna be for a METAR. So YBBN. And so the altimeter for Brisbane is 1019, so let's set that into here, 1019. And just make sure that's right. Yep, 1019, yep. So we got the altimeter set and ready to go. We'll go ahead and want to make sure that the switch right here is split from nav to RNAV. Same with the other side. There we go. And we want to turn on our flight directors. There we go. We'll go ahead and we're going to be getting the APU started momentarily. We can get the entry lights, logo. Oh, we don't need logo now. It's not dark. And we can turn on our nav lights. We're gonna go ahead and get the APU fired up momentarily, so let's go ahead, and what you want to do is you want to just click start there, and you're gonna see the APU RPM start to rise. You'll wait for it to get into the green, and then we'll get the availability, and then we can shut the APU or the ground power unit off and everything like that. Let's get the APU gen on as well. We want to forget that. If we don't forget that, then the APU won't work, and the aircraft will just shut off if we turn the external power off. So that's why, and make sure the gen is on as well. Take a look at the status. We are about at 100, waiting for it to stabilize. There we go, APU available. We can go off on the ground power unit, and we could disconnect it, and now you can see it is removed. We'll go ahead and get cargo for the flight, so we can go ahead and click on catering. And yeah, I guess we could also get baggages or food as well, because we do have some flight attendants back here in this area here. Obviously, we're playing it here that might get a little peckish, as well as us. So we're calling for a little catering tray that's not gonna it won't give us a lot of food, just like a little bit, just for the flight. We'll open up the back door for this catering as well. There we are. And now we got the now we got it all serving. Very nice. What we'll go ahead and do now is we'll be waiting for them to finish. We can go and get the I'll remove the armrest just so we can get access to this area a little bit better. Let's click yaw damper, and we can go on our LNAV and the IAS mode. We'll set the altitude. Our cruising altitude is going to be 1 second. I'm just checking something here. Alright, so yep, our cruising altitude for the flight here is going to be around flight level 260. Flight level 260, so we can set that in. 260. We'll set that into the altitude select. Just gotta keep scrolling. We're almost there. There we go, 260. We'll go ahead and we'll now set up the TREF, or not, what is it? Yeah, the TREF basically mode here. So this basically helps us with our D10 since there's no autothrottle. Just keep us a good idea of what area we need our throttle to be at for like the climb. We'll do a test with a test run. It will take a few seconds. We can take a look at the car service in the meantime. Looks like the baggage have finished. Yeah, I think they finished. We can close the aft door. There we are. We'll go ahead and see the progress here. The test completed. So we want to set here the temperature. So the temperature for Brisbane is 23. So you want to set 23 into here. Okay. And after that, you want to just click takeoff. There we go. And that's going to give us our area there. We could set everything manual, or we can click this, which will set everything, which we will do. And they recommend to do that once you start the engines and after you push back, so we'll do that then. So for now, we're going to go ahead and close up all the cargo doors. We are getting ready for our push. There goes our doors. Very nice. We'll be getting ready for pushback here. Looking good. We'll go ahead and do a fire test real quick. So we'll go ahead and do a, let's see, an engine and APU fire test. Alright, that test looks good. Let's do one more test. This will be a stall warning test. Alright, that test looks good as well. That looks good there. What we'll go ahead and do now, we can actually turn the brake temperature on just for safety there. Let's see, we can go ahead and get the emergency exit lights on. So you want to arm those. We'll get the beacon light on, as we'll be pushing soon. We can turn on our smoking and seatbelt sign as well on. What's our warnings here? We can get our window heats on. get the anti-skid on. Let's get this all set up. We can go ahead and start getting the fuel pumps on. We'll go ahead and get the engine pumps running. We can go ahead and turn the DC pump, AC pump, and PTU on. Brake fans are off. That's normal. Anti-skid comes on. Everything else looks good up there. Yep. There we go. We'll go ahead and close up our front door here as we're going to be getting ready for pushback. Let's watch these nice animations. These are very nice animations. Very nice. You can see the stairs coming up in there and getting stowed away. We'll go ahead and close the PAX door right now. There we go. Door's closed. So we did that. Alright, so what we're going to go ahead and do now, we can actually arm our TCAS real quick. And we'll set our decision height and ILS stuff now just to get that all out of the way so we don't got to worry about that. We could turn you to standby. Click the on button. And we're going to set the frequency here 110.1. So 110.1. There we go. 110.1. Same over here. 110.1. And we could set the course of 335. Same with the other side. Okay, and we'll set the decision height, and this is gonna set. We'll set that to 220. So 220. We'll move that into here. There we go. 220. That's what we want. All right, let's go ahead and get ready to get our pushback started. We'll call for a tow, and we are looking all good for our engine start. What we can do now is we can turn on our APU air and turn on our engine air to the on position. We'll need that for engine start. Let's go ahead and call our push tow to get us ready to go. Will tell us where we want to go. So wait for the planner to load. And we're just gonna face to the west down this way. Actually, no, I think we gotta face the other way. 1 second. Let me have a look. Let me see where we gotta face. I'm just taking a look real quick on Navigraph. We're facing back here. I mean, yeah, we can turn down here. I mean, that's kind of the only way, because that's all wall. And there's nothing you can really do there. So yeah, we gotta go this way, and then we'll see kind of where we gotta go next. Let's first turn out this way. Click enter, click request, and we'll start.
This is ground. Stand by.
We'll go ahead and get the starter master to the on position and set the ignition to 4, just to get that going. The engines do take a while to start up, because we got 4 engines, as you can see. I will make an announcement real quick on Discord saying we are pushing back for departure currently.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
Alright, there we go.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
Alright.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Alright, we'll go ahead and get the parking brake released.
Parking brakes are released.
Remove that.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
Alright.
It will start in the sequence.
We'll start engine number 4. So to start these engines as we're pushing back here, you want to just hold down the engine to the start position for about a second. There we go. And you want to wait for the percentage here to reach 10, and then we'll add the fuel. So there's 10, add the fuel. You'll hear the engine start here. Very nice. engine sounds are very good. Very good engine sounds. Alright, we can go ahead and start engine number 1. Do the same process for all 4 engines. Looks like our push is finished.
Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake
Engine,
set.
engine 1.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Ground. You may disconnect.
Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Alright, there goes our ground crew. There we are. Engine number 1 is starting pretty well. As you can see, we're monitoring it on the N1 here. There we are. We got a successful engine start. We can go ahead and start engine number 2. There we are. Engine number 2 is starting. There's 10% at the fuel. Now we just got engine 3 left. Do a quick test on here just to make sure this works. Looks good. As we're doing an engine start, we can actually do a fuel test or a oxygen test to make sure we do have oxygen. But let's quickly finish these engine starts, and then we can do the oxygen test. There's a lot of tests you can do on this aircraft, guys, and there I mean a lot. All right, there we go. We got engine number 2 started. We'll start engine number 3, and they'll be ready to go. There's 10% at the fuel. I'm also going to start the RAAS plugin so we can hear like callouts if we're going over a runway and something like that. Let's just make sure we have the audio device connected so it will work. Which we do. We can do an audio test.
Audio test complete.
Perfect. Let's also do a test to make sure these airports are compatible with the encrypted airport. So let's check YBBN. It was detected, and let's check YSSY. It was detected, so it should hopefully work. I've had an issue where it doesn't work with the 146, but it could have been maybe my audio input. But we'll see. I don't know. It says they're encrypted, so it should work. Alright, let's minimize it. Alright, we got a successful engine start at engine number 3, so we can go on to the off position here. Turn off the engine start master. And what we'll go ahead and do now, we can shut the APU off, shut the APU bleed off, we can turn on the packs, and that looks good there. We'll go taxi lights to the on position. When we turn off lights, can come to the on position. And to the 18th position. Very nice. I'm gonna see if I can get some good music. I'm gonna see if I can find some rock music for y'all. I don't know if there's any rock music. We can look here. There's actually a lot. Let's try here. I found one called Epic. Let's try that one. There we are. Got a little bit of sound. There we are. Alright, the flaps are now set. So we'll go ahead and we can click this and it's going to set all of our speeds there. That's very good. and we'll go ahead and we'll start getting ready to taxi. We'll go ahead and pull up our Navigraph charts and we'll get out of here. We will go. And you'll hear the nice engine sounds of departure as well. So that'll be cool. Let's click this so we can get our charts shown here of where to go. Okay, not too hard. Alright, let's go ahead and start our taxi to runway 19 left for departure. Releasing the parking brake. Quick flight control check. Rudder left, rudder right. Looking good there. Let's go ahead and start a taxi. Brake check. Brakes work. Alright. I will lower the music slightly just because I want you guys to hear these engine sounds, and I know you all love the engine sounds. Alright, I lowered it slightly, I think, as much as I can. I don't know, I kept it to where you can hear it, but also hear the engine sounds. So I think it's a pretty good mix. Alright, let's go get a turn. Bit of a tight turn, but we need to get through here. We will take, let's see. Let's go ahead and we'll go through Bravo 7, and we'll take Bravo 7 down to, Alpha. Well, yeah, we'll take Bravo 7 down to Alpha. And then we'll take Alpha all the way down to Alpha 1 for departure. I think that looks good there. So we turn this way. Bravo 7 looks like it's the next turn. So we'll be taking that. And you can see what I mean by, because I'm using the Navigraph charts. And I'm showing you guys what did they say, so you don't have to be like, what? Because I'm like looking and it's not showing you. So let's go and go idle. Because we have pretty good taxi speed. Very nice. Alright, let's make a right-hand turn here. We'll go to a left-hand turn here. Right, here we are. You can see the runway we're departing on to the right of us. Very nice. Once we get closer, we'll do our takeoff message that we'll be taking off and to stay seated, so. Yeah. There's the runway. Alright, we're getting quite close, so we can go ahead and get the cabin ready for departure.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for takeoff.
And once they do that, you'll see they switch this over to cabin secured takeoff. That's like how the aircraft was back then. Pretty cool. We are getting close to the runway. It's right over here. And we're doing Bravo 7. This aircraft does take quite a little bit of runway, so we want to make sure we're on the rudders for a, as we bring up the throttles, about like 40%, and then we can kind of get off the rudders, but that's just because this aircraft does take quite a little bit of runway. I mean, you could tell because of its age. It was in production within the 1980s to early 2000s. Alright. Here's the runway. We'll be getting our landing lights on. Strobe lights can come on. We're getting ready for departure. You guys will hear these awesome engine sounds with this plane. And I do highly recommend this aircraft, guys, if you do love VOR flying, as well as you can do like IFR flying. They kind of implement it in a way with FMS, which is what I'm doing. But you can also do VOR flying. This is what this aircraft was specially made for. But yeah, I hope you guys are also hyped for the 737 releasing Monday next week. Very exciting releases. Those will be some of the big planes, and then we'll kind of have some small planes for a while until we get some other big planes. Alright, let's go ahead and line up as best as possible. Come on. There we are. We'll step on the brakes. We'll apply about 40%. There we go. Alright, and we can step up the brakes. There's the co-pilot, and we can go full throttle. Set us our takeoff mode. There we go, power set.
Speed alive, both sides. 80 knots.
Checked. Go. No pressure. This music makes perfect sense for what I'm doing right now.
V1. Rotate.
Rotate.
V2. Positive rate to climb.
Gear up. Need some up trim. This aircraft is quite heavy. I mean, we just loaded quite a bit of cargo, so what do you expect? Using some trim to help us out. We'll fly manually for a little bit, and then we'll get on the autopilot a little bit later on. But we'll take in this nice scenery, as you can see, of Brisbane. Very nice with the Brisbane city pack and everything I have installed here. You can see, actually, you can see Brisbane down there. Whoa, we're bouncing a little bit. Let's try and maintain a good climb rate. Maintain a good climb rate. There's Brisbane down there. Very nice. I don't know why my photogrammetry is all broken. This has happened after Sim Update 9. This could be addressed in the hotfix, because there's a hotfix coming very soon. It's going to address some major bugs, and this is one of them that I noticed. The photogrammetry isn't really loading in. It's having a weird bug, and you kind of have to reload the photogrammetry. It's really annoying, but I don't know. I'm sure it'll get patched in the next hotfix. Alright, flaps coming up. We can make our left-hand turn. We did a little bit too late, but that's okay. Flaps are coming up. We can go ahead and set our 2F to the little too much of an angle there. Alright, let's go to our climb detent. And we'll set a good airspeed of around 250 knots right now. So right around here, so we want to maintain. Alright, that looks good. Let's go ahead and start arming the autopilot system. There we are, and we can click autopilot, or we can click, we can manage the altitude, so we'll climb to our altitude request. As we are maintaining our climb rate. Pretty good. Setting us up, so we gotta give it a moment. But you can see just how nice this is. Very nice. Very nice scenery down there. You can see the whole water, everything. The cargo, the port area. And all of Brisbane, well, it's covered now by the clouds, unfortunately, but Brisbane down there. Flaps are up. Looking pretty good. Almost at 10,000 feet. We'll be getting ready to get ready for that. What is our? Let's have a quick look. See what our transitional altitude is. Looks like it's going to be 10,000 feet actually. So once we hit 10,000 feet, we'll go off standard pressure. We'll have to set it manually, but yeah. Very nice aircraft, though. Very nice. There's 10,000 feet about. Let's go ahead and go to standard pressure about now. There we are. So setting our altimeter to standard. So that's going to be 1013. And we got an autopilot disconnect. I don't know why. Just arm it again. That's weird. It does that all the time. It could be because we have low airspeed. Another problem with this plane, it likes to like skyrocket in the air. I don't know how to fix that because I do everything properly and it still wants to skyrocket and go very high, and I have no idea why it does that or how to fix it. So we may just have to deal with that low airspeed till we get to our cruising altitude, just because that's just how the plane is. Let's just try and see if we can increase our airspeed quite a bit as we are climbing, and then we can go ahead and arm the autopilot again. We're okay. Looking good. There's 250 knots. Autopilot is armed. And LNAV and altitude arm is selected. Alright, we can go wing light off, landing light off, and runway turn off as well. Looking good. Let's go ahead and see how the cabin is doing back here. Very nice. Take a look at the cargo area. So there's a problem with the lighting here, so you kind of have to go in the back to see the actual cargo. But you can now start to see it's kind of bright here, and you can see all very nicely textured here. You can see a very nice representation of our cargo. And if you go behind it, you can actually see the exit doors and stuff down there. Very nice. Very nice. Alright. We'll see if we get anyone popping on the stream later today. So far we got no one. Alright, flight's looking very good. Looks like we got some contrails coming out actually, as you can see there. Alright, I was just checking something there. Alright, we're getting close to our cruising altitude there. We can see some very nice contrast coming out the back. Very nice. We'll be getting this. We can get the seatbelt sign off by now. Alright, that sound just lets us know we're almost at our cruising altitude. So be getting ready to hold there momentarily. I'll be taking a look at chats in just a moment. I was just checking something, so I'm sorry if I do miss some chats. I am checking something real quick on Discord, and after that I will be heading back to look at my chats. But yeah. Let me head over to the channel 1 second, just so I can see if you got any chats at all. So I'm sorry if I do miss anything. Okay, right now, alright, I'm good. We don't have any chats still. No chats since I started the stream. Hopefully soon we'll get chats. Alright, so since we're at a cruising altitude, very nice there. We'll go ahead and start increasing our speed. Make sure we set our into there. So we'll start adding airspeed here. Bringing it up. Right around here is what we want for now. Looks like the weather just updated and we got a lot of clouds, very cloudy. On our way to Sydney. Very nice. Let's get some screenshots as we're flying. Let's get one more in the super close-up cockpit shot. Very nice. Dropping our throttle down so we can maintain that speed. Right, guys. I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna head to the restroom. But just basically just enjoy the flight. You know, I'll just put up a overlays. You know, I'll be right back. Pretty much. Just be patient with me. We still have quite a bit to go, so we'll be okay. I'll be right back. I will be right back. Alright guys, I am back. Flight's going well so far. We have lost quite a bit of speed. Let's try and bring that airspeed up. Hang on guys, I'm just updating something on the stream. Alright, I just updated something on the stream. Just a little thing there. Alright. A little bit of an overspeed. Just take here. Let's just manage that real quick. We're making quite good progress on our flight. we may have a little bit of overspeed. Let's fix that. Just slowing down, so we are fixing it. Let's have a look here. Just want to double check something on the maps. So we can zoom out a little bit. There we are. Let's see where we're at from Sydney down there. So not much far left. Let's lock it in place. Try and increase some airspeed a little bit. Let's see here. It's really hard to maintain airspeed on this aircraft, so you kind of have to go back and forth. I'm gonna just have a quick look, estimated time when we begin our descent. Once we hit bore, we have to be at 9,000 feet. Let's see. Once we hit the waypoint quarry, we'll start our descent. Actually, yeah, when we get halfway of Messam, we'll begin descending to, let's see, about 8,000. Should we should temp here. Alright guys, I'm gonna be just getting something here. We'll be starting to send very shortly, so just be ready for that when it comes. Alright guys, we're going to be beginning our descent very shortly, so we're going to start descending to about 10,000 feet. We'll see where we get, and we'll descend further. So let's go to our descent detent. There we go. Let's see, for our speed, let's go to about here. That's about one for now. Let's click IAS. Let's set the altitude down to 10,000, and we will descend. Select the altitude, and we are starting our initial descent. We can start bringing the throttle down as well. Alright, seatbelt sign is on. Bingo wing. That's it pretty much for now. We are beginning our descent down into Sydney. Descent rate is not bad. Let's try and keep it that way. There's the winds hitting us. What's the winds like right now? About 9 knots, so yeah, we can feel it. Heading in what direction? Let's have a look. 210. So they're heading 210. So kind of right behind us actually. Alright everyone, we are getting close to 10,000 feet. Another 5,000 feet to go. Then we'll go down to 8,000, continuing our approach down to Sydney. It's been a good flight, so it'd be nice to make it back down to the city. It looks like we're gonna go right under the clouds, so we'll take a look at a nice view of that. We're updating the live weather real quick, so I'm not sure if we'll still have clouds to go under, but we'll see what happens. Let's see here. It's injecting. And there we go. Nope, we still have clouds. It's just, I guess, the weather and winds and stuff change probably. Let's see what the transitional altitude is for here. 10,000 feet. So once we get below 10,000, we'll go ahead and go off that. Let's go down to 8,000 feet. So we'll select that, continue our descent. So, yep, there we go. Let's bring our airspeed down to about 250 knots. We're a little over it. There we go. Let's go ahead and make our announcement that we are coming in. We can let the cabin know what we're doing. So go to aircraft and click proceeds for landing. There we go. They'll let us know when we're ready to go, and they'll flip this over to secure for landing or something like that. And then from there, it'll be coming in, we'll be touching down. Hopefully it's a butter landing, can't guarantee it. There's our cabin secure message. Can't guarantee a smooth landing, because you never know, something could go wrong. As, you know, I sometimes fly Ryanair-like and decide to slam it into the ground, or float for a while, as I did in my last stream. Let's get the, anti-ice on. They're warning us about it, so let's get the anti-ice on as we come in. But our approach is looking pretty good so far, so that's nice. Yeah, as you can see, we are actually under the clouds. Pretty difficult to see through, but that's kind of how it is. Yep, I can tell brake temperature is quite low. It is cold out. That's how we got our anti-ice running, so we try and prevent ice on the plane, on the wings. So far, so good. Yep, the warning went away, but let's get under the clouds before we turn it off. Oh, okay, I guess some of the leveling changed in the clouds, but we're entering the clouds again, like that, as we continue descending through. Very nice, guys. I hope you're enjoying this flight, and if you guys want to chat, please use the live chat. I got no chat so far in the live stream, so I'd appreciate if we get some live chats. You can read them out, and you know, maybe a question, if I recommend this plane or something like that. You know, something along those lines. That'd be quite cool. Yeah, so far nothing on the live chat, unfortunately. So, we've been streaming for about, let's see, I think about an hour or so, maybe slightly more we've been streaming. Let's see, what does this say? Yeah, about an hour and a half, so no chats at all. Just one like, and a couple people join and leave, unfortunately, but that's just kind of how it is for me right now. Alright. have a bit of a slower descent rate. This could be because of the, you know, the cloud layering going on at the moment. But I did bring our throttles slightly down. Hopefully that will kind of help. I will rearm our altitude arm. Let's see if that can help our rate go down a bit further. There we go. It's kind of working. Let's see. We got 3 people on the stream. So the stream's starting to get quite busy. Very nice. Like to see that. As we are coming in for Sydney. Hopefully we got some live chats. That's what I hope for. But doesn't look like we're getting any yet. Let's see. Looking good so far. Following our approach. Very nice. Hopefully we'll get under the clouds momentarily, but it is very cloudy as you can see outside the windows. Can't really see much. We got 4 people on the stream. I don't know, all of a sudden the stream's starting to get busy. That's what I like to see all of a sudden. It's weird, like the stream is like not busy, then it just gets busy. Oh, and they all left. Great. Those are my streams. Alright, well. Yeah, I really would like live chats, but, you know, just not popular enough for that. I rarely get live chats, so, let's see. Oh, it's got, okay, I was just checking something here. Alright. We're looking good so far, actually. Going through 10,000 feet. We'll go ahead and start setting the altimeter for Sydney now, as we're about to go under 10,000. Let me pull up the METAR. Give me one moment. I do it through a command on Discord, and it just gives me the METAR. It's very quick and easy. Alright, so altimeter is 1020. We can go ahead and set it about now. So 1020, we'll set that. There we are. Just verify it's 1020. Yep. Alright, altimeter is set for the approach. Oh. 2 people just... Someone put a 0. Do you play by X? No, I play on a PC. I play on PC. I don't play on Xbox. A lot better on PC. MSFS, a lot better on PC. But I do understand, like, there's a lot of console people out there as well. But yeah, I play on a PC. I have a high-end PC, so I take advantage of it. It's very good, very good. There we go, we passed through 10,000, getting close to 8,000. We'll hear the beep momentarily, warning us we're 1,000 feet above the altitude. Checking through here. We might have descended slightly early, but that is okay. That is alright. At least we are going to be at a good altitude. This plane does descend quite slowly, so that's another reason why I decided to descend slightly early. We can actually kind of see below the clouds a little bit right down there. Very nice. And you get a screenshot. It's kind of hard to get a good screenshot. It's kind of not only much you can see, but I'll get what I can. Because I like taking screenshots and then sharing them. Thanks, Ask, because my cloud working. Let me see. Hang on. I gotta read your message. It's okay. Like, I understand we can't really speak too much English. That's okay. Yeah, Nike. I wish I could understand what you're saying. I know you're trying to tell me something. It's okay if I understand if you're not like obviously too fond with English, but like, yeah, it's all right. I wish I could understand, like, I don't know, cause it's kind of like all over the place, kind of what you're talking about. Right. Okay. There's 8,000. Warning message. We are getting there. We are getting there. Just a matter of getting through this thick ass cloud layer, but we are very close. Super. Okay. Very nice views. Now you can actually start to see the actual mountains and elevation going on. Very nice. Taking a couple screenshots of that. Very nice. As we get lower and lower, we'll see some better views. It will look a lot better once we get lower in the altitude. There's 8,000. We've made it. Let's go ahead and have a look here. We're at Corey. We have about 27 miles to go from there. Then Saldo, 17 nautical mile, and then Bori, which we got to be at 8,000 by then, and then we kind of follow our approach. So looking good, looking good. I'll post a message on our Discord server once we are on our final approach. You know, just to let everyone know we're coming in for a landing. Come on the stream, watch our landing, and judge us. Do we get a butter? Do we get a rye in our landing? Something like that. Right. In the meantime, we can have a little look at our cargo, just to see how it's doing in the back. We kind of have to walk through the cargo hold. Give it a second. Here we go. And we can have a nice little view of the cargo here. Looking very nice. Very nice. That looks pretty good. Okay, let's see where we're at on our Navigraph charts. Come on. There we are. We're getting pretty close. We're about to fly over Newcastle, Gosford, and to Sydney. So, we'll be seeing that momentarily. Really super. Yeah, if you're talking about the aircraft, yeah, it's a really nice aircraft. Really good. If you know about the PMDG 737, if you maybe haven't heard today, they released the release date, which is Monday. So that's going to be May 9th of next week. So Monday next week, very exciting, but no price reveal yet. No price reveal. I'm gonna guess it's around maybe $55. That's about the price of the DC-6, so I'm gonna guess about that. But yeah, you never know to release. But yeah, I will be flying the 737 next weekend though, not on release day, just because I have school next week. I have a whole week of testing, so that's gonna be fun. So after that, you know, on the weekend I'll be able to do some flying with it, and maybe during the week I'll try and get some flights in as well. Just beforehand, I do a live stream just to make sure I get a fun. I mean, I know how to fly the 737. It's just maybe the settings in the FMC layout, because it's always kind of differently laid out by different developers. Because I use the PMDG 737, and it's kind of different. Oh no, I used the Zeba mod 737 in an X-plane. And it's kind of different when you then fly the PMDG 737 one, because it's kind of different how they set it up. But it's overall like the same kind of like layout in a way. you'll see what I mean when we do a live stream. Like if you watch a Zebo Mod 737 flight and then an MSFS PMDG 737 flight, you'll see you'll see what I mean. Beautiful view, yeah, very nice views. Even through the low visibility, you can kind of see below right there. Once you get below, you'll actually start to see some nice scenery. You'll see Sydney. We do have some scenery for Sydney. By Orbix. It's I think it's like a $12 scenery pack called Cityscape Sydney or something like that in Bruzola, Sydney. The whole city, so it'll look very real. We also got some handcrafted airport for Sydney. We are using the default Asobo handcrafted airport, so not necessarily going to be very accurate, but it is still handcrafted, so why not use it? But yeah, that's where we're at. Let's see here. We can apply some throttle here. We're going a little too slow. That might be another reason why we're kind of taking a while to get through these waypoints. Amazing. Yep, I know. If you do want to purchase this aircraft, it's available on the JustFlight store. If you look up JustFlight and head over to their website, and if you look up like JustFlight 146 MSFS, you can find their site, and you can purchase it for $65 is what they have it set for currently. $65. Or if you want, you can hold off this plane. You can wait for the 737 on Monday. Or if you don't want the 737 or the 146, there is another study level aircraft. Actually, three other study level aircraft. You got another one, you can do the DC-6 if you like very classic flying. You have the CRJ by Aerosoft. And what else? You also have the MD-80. That's another study level aircraft. But the MD-80 is quite expensive, so I don't really recommend doing that one. If you don't want to spend, I think it's like $80. So, yeah. But you get a lot with it, so. Giving you suggestions, not making you buy. You don't have to buy. I'm not saying you have to buy. I'm not saying you have to go and buy all this. Just saying, like, just giving you suggestions on some good study level aircraft with what you're interested in. Are you on? I'm guessing you're on Xbox then. If you said you play on Xbox, if you're on Xbox, then you wouldn't be able to go to actually the JustFlight store. But if you're on, I'm not sure. Are you on PC or Xbox? Just so I know, because if you're on Xbox, it's going to be a little bit different of how you can get the study level aircraft. Just let me know if you're on like PC or Xbox. If you're on Xbox, you'll have to kind of wait until the add-ons get moved to the marketplace eventually. I know Microsoft is working on WASM for Xbox, which is supposed to help. They're saying it's going to help improve the development for moving planes to Xbox faster. So you'll see more planes come out more frequently. I'm not sure where they're at with it. I think they released it in Sim Update 9, but they could be improving it in further Sim updates. So just gotta be patient for that. I do know the 146 though, the one aircraft I'm flying right now is coming to Xbox as the one Watson develops. So hopefully maybe in a couple months you'll be able to get it. No, I tried the one, I don't know, you said no, I tried the one, yeah, unfortunately I don't know what if you can elaborate on what you mean by this other part you said. I tried one a very long time ago. Oh, I don't have console. Oh, okay. So I'm guessing you have PC, I guess, then. So then you should be able to, like, look up the 146 by JustFlight. If you want to look into it, you can look at the features and stuff like that. Or the other developers that I just mentioned, just to give you some ideas. If you are interested in some aircraft, that is. Cool. Alright. Here's another look at the scenery. little bit hard to see as again, the visibility is quite bad, but you know, that is Sydney for you, the weather currently. We are gonna get below the clouds in a moment, and we'll be able to see the weather. Checking something here. Alright. So we're gonna be beginning our descent here. Just in a moment to, let's see, we're gonna have to venture descent to 6. Ooh. No, we should be okay. It's actually gonna depend on where we kind of turn out in the end. We are getting quite close to, Bori. Right over there. You'll see our aircraft come in about 27 nautical miles, so that'll be a good sign that we're getting pretty close to our approach, or to our, you know, following our star, to our final approach, to our touchdown, and to parking at the cargo ramp. And yeah. What is this disc rotating? Do you mean this right here? If this is what you're talking about, that is the trim. Basically what that does, it helps help you pitch the aircraft. You can obviously, you know, you pitch the aircraft with the yoke, you know, pull back to go up, push down to go forward. But sometimes, you know, sometimes when you pull back, it's not going, you need to go higher in pitch. So this is where the trim comes in. You can go trim up, you roll the wheels a certain way, and the aircraft is going to pitch slightly further up. And if you want to kind of pitch down more, even if you push down with the yoke and you don't go down all the way, you push the trim down, it's going to help pitch the aircraft further down, and it's just going to improve the sensitivity when descending or ascending. And that's a great way to help actually cruise as well. You kind of can make big adjustments with the trim until you kind of get stable enough around the altitude. You kind of make little adjustments to where you eventually don't need to touch the yoke, and you're going to be maintaining a good altitude. If, you know, obviously if you don't have an autopilot and you're planning to fly visually, that'll be perfect to test on. Maybe like try this, like a Cessna 172, 152 would be perfect to try. You can like look up more on the trim if you want to look into it more. I'm just giving you kind of the brief info of it if you want to, however far, I don't know how far in depth you want to go with it, but however far you want to, you can. Right. Let's see here. We've hit Bori waypoint. We're about, let's zoom in, I can't really see here. 20 nautical miles. So in 20 nautical miles, you'll see our aircraft pop into view here as we come in for our approach. Oh, look at that! We have icing. Holy crap! Oh my god! And I have the anti-ice running, trying to remove this ice. It's not doing a best job, and we can't. These anti-ice here for the engines only work when the engines are off, unfortunately. So only when you're on the ground. So the only anti-ice we can use are the window kind of heaters and the wing anti-ices, which I don't know, it's not really helping too much, and it's kind of dangerous of what's happening. So I hope hopefully soon we can get out of these clouds, depending on following our flight plan here, because we need to make sure we're following it as instructed to do so. But damn, I mean, at least tonight you can see all the icing effects that are included with the aircraft. Looks very good though. Very nice. Very nice icing. I mean, there's a couple texture bugs as you can see down there, but there hasn't been like some major update to the aircraft just yet, as this just released a week ago, so you gotta give it time to get some good updates. Plus they have a lot of other things they're working on in development as well, so yeah. Very cool, very cool. If you would like to consider joining my Discord server, Oleg, if that's how you pronounce your name, you can click. If you go into description, you can see where it says my Discord server. You can click that, make an account if you don't have a Discord account, and you can basically go on there and you can kind of chat in the general chat if you want anything, if you want to ask questions or talk to other members and stuff. You can check my news because I'll post updates and stuff, maybe like a status of a stream coming soon. Cinematic I'm working on if I'm because I do a lot of cinematics. If also well, it's basically or any news I just want to post basically. And you can look at my cinematics. You can check through my channel. You can look at my latest cinematic. It should be like the featured video on my channel. You can click that, and that's my latest cinematic if you want to have a look at that. I'm planning to do one in June, guys, so just stay tuned. Stay tuned. In June, I'm going to be working on one, and my dad will be writing music for it. He'll be the one writing music, so that'll be quite nice. It won't be like stock from video or free music thing where you can take from, kind of like that. It'll be totally new and custom. We'll try and base it off of some of the Flight Sim cinematic stuff, kind of music. We'll kind of base it off of that, but kind of make it in our own kind of thing. So we'll just see what happens there. I don't know how it will be, but we'll see. Because it'll need to be around at least 2.5 minutes is what we're aiming for. Usually that's a good time for a cinematic. Okay. Guys, I forgot to add in the overlay, so I'm just gonna do that real quick right now, even though it's kind of the end of the flight, so it won't really matter, but I'll still do it. Oops, I did not mean to make a new scene, I'm sorry about that. I need to go here. Browse source. There we go, I added in our flight sim overlay. I should have done that at the beginning, I'm sorry about that guys, but I did it now, so we should be good to go. There we go, as you can see our aircraft actually now showing on here. So what we'll do is we'll start bringing our altitude down to about, let's see, where do we need to go to? So we need to be around 6,000 feet now, so let's descend down there. Alright, we are continuing our descent now. Looking good here. There's the warning, well it's at 6,000 feet. You can actually start to see the scenery coming in, very nice. There's Sydney over there. Very nice, you can see Sydney. Let's get a screenshot. Very nice, there's Sydney out there. You can see the Opera House, the bridge, everything. Let's get a couple screenshots. Very nice. One more. We'll do one about here. And one more here. If you can zoom in, you can see there's the carnival area. You can get one photo there. There you go. That's the Obrick scenery. And there is the airport we're landing at, City International. We're coming in for an approach. We're going to start descending now to about 5,000 feet. Or let's do 4,500, how about that? We'll start bringing our airspeed down to about 220 knots, about right down there. Just use a little bit of spoiler to help us out with this descent. Spoiler is kind of how helping. Let's do a little bit of spoiler. 4,500. Alright, since we're under the clouds, we can go turn off the anti-ice. And we'll get the plane de-iced on landing, so it'll hopefully be good. I'm gonna do a message in Discord saying we're landing now, so just to get some people on the stream that we are just about to touch down into Sydney. And yeah, let's see that. Alright, that looks good. Let's see if we can do the same thing. I guess right here. There we are. That looks nice. Alright. As we're coming in, you can see all of Sydney there, the whole airport, and we're going to be getting ready to make a turn momentarily. We can see on Navigraph what it means, what we're doing. So give it a second to load and we'll know what to do here. There we go. See, we're going to basically come around for the approach. So we got to be around 3,000 feet for the approach. Let's descend to 3,000 feet right now. Come on. There we go. We could start bringing our speed down even more. So we could start going down to about here. Okay. We can start bringing the landing gear down, and we can go flaps to the first position. We are landing. Actually, I'm going to switch this to landing now. There's 3,000 feet. Flaps are set to the 18th position. We can go ahead and start adding some throttle because we need to maintain a certain altitude.
1 knot to go.
Okay. Good. In about 3 nautical miles, looks like we'll be making our turn. Okay, so they want our speed around here, so let's go ahead and try and maintain it. There we go. Alright, we are making a turn out of here into our final approach. Get ready, guys, you're landing. We are landing now. can actually see some cargo ships kind of going through the water down there. Very nice. See, this waypoint is pretty short, and then after that, it will take us onto our final approach. And we will be watching the replay of our landing. Don't worry, guys. The replay functionality works well with this aircraft, so we will be using it. So yeah, let me go ahead and just boot up the replay functionality so we can watch it after. And I'll start recording it the rest of the flight now till we land, so we can watch the replay of it. There we go, and we're recording. So we'll watch it, and then after we're recording it now, and we'll watch it after we land. We'll kind of stop on like the taxiway holding point, and we'll watch it. See how well it was. Getting really close, guys. So you don't need no necessary to leave now. We're just about to touch down. You'll get to judge my landing and see my rate. We're going to be making a turn about 1 mile, and we'll be turning onto the ILS. There's our turn now. There's, you can see the airport right down there. We have made quite some distance, which is perfect for this ILS. So by Siege, I guess we have to be around 3,000 feet. So around here is when we'll kind of like go further and further with the descent. Alright, let's do this landing. And we did have 2 people that have subbed to me just now, maybe like a few minutes ago, so I will quickly go ahead and shout them out on the stream real quick. So I will play their, let me see if I can play them. Alert box. And then if I go to here, actually I'm not too sure. Actually no, you do it like this. Okay, so we got right now, oh, the feed is broken. Okay, I'm sorry, I can't like put the notification that you subscribed. It's been kind of weird. I gotta get on support with that. Luckily I have a dope Streamlabs Prime, so I can get on support pretty quickly. So that's nice. So when next stream it should work. All right, let's go off the autopilot. We're gonna try and manually fly the rest of this approach into Sydney. So here we go. Manually flying the rest of our ILS. They'll tell us when to bring out the flaps, so we just gotta be patient for that. There's Sydney ahead of us. You can see the city actually to the right a little bit, right around there. That's all of Sydney, the main city area. We did see the Opera House when we flew over.
180. Select flaps 24.
Flaps 24 is being set. Okay, gotta bring our speed down more.
Speed jet below 170. Select flaps 30.
Flaps 30. Bring the spoilers out a little bit just to help us out. Bring that airspeed down slightly where it wants us to be. There we go.
Select flap 33.
Flaps 33. There we go. You can use a little bit of more rudder, or not rudder, but spoilers to help slow down. There we go. Now we're at our final approach airspeed. Use a little bit of rudder to help try and maintain that center line.
1,000.
So we're on our final approach here. We're quite low, so we're gonna try and hold off the altitude a little bit. Try and level off for a little bit until that flag slopes comes down again, and then we should be able to continue descending further. We need some air, we need some throttle. There we go. Flag slope should start coming down in a bit. We're still quite low, so just giving it all it needs so we can bleed off at as much speed as possible for this approach, and also try and get a good altitude. We are quite low. Oh, look at that! There's a boat right to the left of us going right through. Look at that! You can see the wakes.
500.
Very nice. Stable. Alright, start breaking down the altitude.
Plus 100. Minimums.
Continue.
Light slope. $50, $40, $30, $20, $10.
And touchdown. Spoilers deployed.
Spoilers. Brake pressure seen.
Right.
80 knots. 60 knots.
Alright. Alright guys, welcome to Sydney. We've made it. That was a good flight. Nice landing in the end. We were a little off-centered though, but that's alright. Turn off our display there. Very nice landing. Bring up the spoilers. And what we'll go ahead and do is we're going to quickly make a stop and we're going to watch the replay of our landing. And then we'll go ahead and taxi to the ramp. So I do have a replay functioning tool. We'll watch it and then we'll head to the ramp. So we'll click on here. Click stop recording. We'll click replay. It's going to put us back in the area where we were beforehand. We'll skip to where we were before on our final approach, which was about here. That's a good angle where we can watch this approach. We can watch from here. So let's go to our to one of the inside, or actually it's not really inside view. So we'll watch on the outside view. We'll kind of set a view up. So if we go into here, we'll set a good landing view up and we'll watch the replay of our landing. It will look very real and nice as well. Real and nice. Realistic and good. Alright, so let's go ahead and use our drone camera and we're going to move it towards the runway to a good point of angle. I'll connect my Xbox controller real quick just so when I view the aircraft it will look slightly smoother and more enjoyable, I guess. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll connect to a good section of the airport to watch the landing. Let's see. What's a good point? You can actually see the lights from here, which is pretty cool. Very light, very bright. Let's go on this end. This might be better. And yep, that looks good there. Let's go ahead and resume the replay function, and we'll watch the landing take place. And I'll remove the oops. Oh shoot, I forgot to turn this off. Okay, we're good now. I forgot to turn off the follow mode, but we're good now. Alright, we're gonna be watching the landing here. Let me move a little bit closer. Let's go to about right here. That looks good. We can zoom in as well. Very nice. Zoom in just so you guys can see the aircraft down there. Very nice. And we landed pretty much. Very nice. Alright, that was our landing. Very nice landing it was. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll finish our taxis to the ramp. So let me go ahead and end the replay function tool quick. So let's see here. Let me go ahead, pause it, go to here, and stop the replay. There we go. That was nice. Alright, let's continue with our taxi to the ramp. So to continue, we'll bring up the flaps. There we go. Flaps are coming up. We can start up the APU. Taxi lights off. APU start. APU bleed on. What else? So strobe lights off. Wing light off. And yep, we are good to continue our taxiing to the ramp. So let's go ahead and do that. You can actually just get a standby here. Turn off our yaw damper. And let's go ahead and finish our taxi. We're gonna be taxiing to the cargo hold. Let's actually open up our charts, figure out where that is exactly so we know where to go. Let's have a look here. So it looks like when we taxi, there's international cargo, so we're going up this way, so we have to go take Bravo all the way up. We'll head to, let's see, we'll take Bravo 2 to the international cargo ramp, so we do have quite a bit of a taxi, so we'll try and make it quick, but that was a nice flight, guys, wasn't it? Oh, look at that, we're going right over the highway there. Very nice, cars going underneath us to the other side of the airport, pretty cool. Alright. There's the main terminal, but we're gonna go past it and head to where we need to go. We'll clear right, we'll clear left, you can cross runway 25. Yeah, no, I think the RAAS plugin is still quite broken. Because I don't hear it still. Oh, we didn't even power it on. That's the problem. Look, if we power it on, I think it might work. Let's see. We're going to go cross the runway. I don't know. That's annoying because now you always have to power it on and off. It's kind of stupid because now we couldn't hear it throughout the flight. Oh, and we were taxiing or approaching, which is unfortunate, but that's alright. We're almost done with our taxi here anyway. go into this area here, international cargo around here. So just taking our taxiway Bravo down. Here's Bravo 2 down here this turn. Alright, we know what to do from here. We can close out of the charts. APU power is available. That is good there. Alright, we're looking good there. Okay. Let's go ahead and finish our taxi. Here's Bravo 2. We're going to make our left-hand turn here to the cargo hold. We'll need strobe lights as we cross the runway, so strobe lights can come on. Just for safety measures as we cross the runway. There you go, it does work. I just turned it off. Alright, we cross the runway, they can come off.
Approaching. 1, 6, right.
Alright, we get it. Alright, let's go ahead, and this is where the cargo hold is, right here. So here's our stand. Looks like it's all ready for us, pretty much, so we'll be parking here. I think we can park here at this kind of spot, right? Yep. Actually, it would be more to the left, so let's try and do that. There we go. Parking brake is set. Alright, let's go ahead and shut the engines up to the off position. Alright guys, welcome to Sydney. That is the end of the flight. Let's get the packs off. Let's get the aircraft into a good position where we can deboard the passengers. Alright. Let's see. We can go. Those are off. Good. We can go off on here. Actually, we'll need them on for a couple seconds. We'll need to get the chalk set. Let's get the door opened. We can get the cargo doors open as well. There we go. Now we can get ready to shuttle this off. Yep. Okay, there we are. Let's shut off the stuff up here. Brake fan can actually come to the auto position. Off. Alright. Yeah, I know brakes are overheating, that's why I have the brake fan on. And since we have the chalk set, we can actually disengage the parking brake, and the chocks will help us like stay put. Alright, but yeah guys, that is going to be the end of the flight here. I hope you all enjoyed it. Let's get to a good view where we can end our stream, just so it looks slightly more, you know, presentable for the ending of the stream. Let me go ahead and connect the Xbox controller again, and we'll get to a good point where we can head to the end and watch the end of the live stream. Speed it up there a little bit faster. Alright, we can slow ourselves down. Alright, so yeah guys, that is the end of the live stream here today. I hope you all enjoyed it. It was a really nice flight down to Sydney from Brisbane. If you liked it, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, remember to join my Discord server. I'll be planning to stream hopefully next week on the 737. And yeah. So anyways guys, thank you for watching the live stream. And I will be seeing you all hopefully another time. So anyways guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.